What's up, closers? I promised you some free sales training. Boy, it is echoey as hell in here. Let's go outside. How about that? How about we get out of the echo? This door doesn't open, and we go outside. Come on. Follow me here. Remember when we did this at Park Cities that one time?
Oh, yeah.
So, welcome here to Hardcore Closers headquarters, right? We're on the 5th floor here. This is where they have the pool outside. Now, I'm gonna give you some sales training, but I wanted to let you know where we're training from first, right? Like many of you that are probably watching this for the first time don't even know me. And before we get to the sales training stuff, I want you to share this, right? Reach down there below and hit the button. All you gotta do is hit the button, reach down there below, share this so that it goes out to your friends so that they can learn this sales training too. If you're a sales manager, make sure you share this with your team. If you're an admin of a group, put this back there in the group. This is gonna be some good stuff, and we're gonna be live for a while. So come on, let's go hang out a little bit. So we're here in Dallas, for those of you that don't know. I've lived here all my life. I got 36 years. I was born right behind this building. And like I said, I've worked all my life wanting to live in here. You can go ahead and catch up in front of me here. Pat, I think that'll probably work better. And so I've lived here all my life, and I've always wanted to live in a high-rise downtown. So really what you're seeing is a manifestation of my dream coming true. And I'm not talking about some like hokey, oh, if you just put it into the universe. No, I'm talking about something where if you have laser focus and you dedicate yourself to sales, anything is possible. Many of you know my story about coming from the penitentiary to the penthouse, where you're looking at an example of it right here in front of you as you spin around. It's a panoramic view of downtown Dallas and everything else. This is from the 5th floor, so we're still rather low, but you can get the idea of it. So come on, follow me as we go in here to the whiteboard, or really it's more like white paper, and we do our thing and give a little sales training. So I just want to kind of give you a quick tour of the facility. This is where we used to have Break Free Academy, but we outgrew the spot. Remember that?
Hell
we used to be able to pack, well, we had like 8 or so people, and now we have about 30 people show up because they're going to learn. As a matter of fact, they come because they want to learn what I'm about to show you. Obviously, I'm not going to show you all of it, or it wouldn't be worth the price of admission, but I am going to show you some stuff that you can implement in your business immediately to get some leads and close some sales. Let's get to work, you guys. Gotta love water, especially when it's 100 degrees in Texas already. So first of all, let me explain what a funnel is. It's really more, if you take the concept of a funnel is very broad up top, and it obviously narrows things down and puts it into a precise measurement at the bottom. Well, when it comes to a sales funnel, that's exactly what you're trying to do. You're trying to have leads that go into this funnel, and then here's tier 1, 2, 3, perfect customer, okay? And so what's happening is you run an advertisement that says, hey, if you're in sales, we'll use my business as an example. Hey, if you're in sales, check out this free video. And a lot of people go, well, I'm in sales and I like kangaroo free video stuff, so that's what I'm gonna check out, right? And so they watch the video. Well, maybe 5-10 minutes into the video, maybe 5 or 10 seconds in, some people decide they don't wanna watch the video. Those are your tier 1 leads, right? Those are people that saw it, and oftentimes you can't even track them. Now we do. On our end, we have things like visit stats and other things that we use, but there are these tier 1 leads that basically hit whatever your advertisement is and they bounce. Well, the tier 2 people are the people that go to your website and then maybe they enter their information and watch the free video. In my case, it might be a free video, it might be a free ebook or something cool that I give out to the community. And those people that actually give me their information, those are the tier 2 leads, right? So this are the tier 2 part of the funnel leads, right? The people that have gone another step deeper into the funnel matrix, right? And so once somebody watches the video, for example, in this case, and I'm gonna draw all this out, but once somebody watches the video and then scrolls down to the bottom of the page and hits buy now and then goes through and fills out the form, those are the people that are your 3. They're coming out the bottom. They've taken the step and hit the buy now button. They're on to that last step. And obviously, if your sales page does its job, they're spitting out the perfect client. So what this is doing is this is doing your cold calls for you. This is getting rid of the people that you don't want to talk to. This is repelling and attracting, because that's what sales and marketing are all about. Repelling the people that you don't want to do business with, broke people in my instance, right? And attracting people that you do want to do business with. And some of the best advice I can give you, by the way, is don't sell to broke people. It will save you a lot of strokes, heart attacks, and all the other stuff that we salespeople suffer from. But the reason why I explain what a funnel is, just so that you know, is because I want to talk about the future of funnels. That has to do with the future of the phone as well. So we know if this funnel system works, and we know it works because there's billions upon billions, probably at this point trillions of dollars in currency that have been traded around the world through these funnels. Matter of fact, companies like Amazon use funnels, Apple, pretty much any internet-based and any sales-based organization has some sort of a funnel, many more effective than others, right? So these days, it's all about the phone. And when I say the phone, I'm not talking about cold calls or anything else. I'm talking about the things that we use the phone on a practical basis, such as, do they have the heat up in here or what, right? It is hot, is it not, P. Dizzle?
It's so hot, I think we need to share for this great information right here.
We got to share. Come on, let's share a little bit more. Y'all got some more shares, some likes? Can I get some likes on the screen?
Some likes, maybe some shares.
Can I be a like whore? Can I whore it up over here? So it is hot in here, right? I feel like I'm really working hard for you guys. It's like I feel like I'm having hot flashes over here. All right, so we got the perfect customer comes out the bottom. Well, the phone these days, the practical use of the phone is we text, we email, we chat. You're on the phone probably right now. My guess is that about 90% of you are on the phone right now watching this live stream because I can see where my traffic comes from on here. And so with that being said, you want to attack the phone in a different way than you do before. Oftentimes cold calls bug people, and I'm not knocking cold calls. I don't like them personally. I'm just telling you there's better ways, and that's what I'm going to explain to you, how we funnel these people to your phone. You see the concept of phone funnels with me now? Can I get a like if you see where I'm headed with this? Can I get some likes, Pat? We getting some likes over here?
We get some likes. How about some shares?
Yeah, we get some shares too, right? So that's the deal. You want to funnel people to the phone because if you're good on the phone, then that's where you want people. But I believe in today's current marketplace, being good on the phone is not just being someone who can make phone calls, right? Being good on the phone is not someone who can get somebody on the phone and get past the gatekeeper. I believe being good on the phone is someone who can text, email, chat, talk, video, whatever they've got to do, social media it up, and be able to close across all those platforms, one no more stronger than the other. It's like knowing mixed martial arts. Like if you're doing cold calls, if you're relying on the phone solely for calling, that's like only knowing karate. Where those of us that are working on text, email, chat, and getting good, talking with our fingers, getting good at making videos and stuff like that, it's like we know mixed martial arts. And the thing is, a mixed martial arts person is going to kick the shit out of somebody who only knows karate, right? We've proven it time and time again in the ring because they only know one thing, whereas the other person studied and mastered many different forms. So I want you to think about that as well. So we're going to funnel people onto the phone. Here's how that's going to work. Let's hop over to this other page real quick. We'll come back to this. I just want to explain the funnel, and then the idea is to get them on the phone, and I'll tie everything in. But let me explain how a funnel works. Let's say that this is a Facebook post, okay? So you create your own Facebook fan page like you're on right now watching Hardcore Closer, and you create a post on that page like this one that you're watching right now, whether it be a video or text or whatever the case. And so advertising, just so you understand, like I want to define this, not because I don't think you know what that means, but I want to define this so that you understand the purpose of it while you're on this video and understand this training, right? To me, advertising is not a thing. Advertising is simply the exchange of money for exposure, right? So I give Facebook $10,000 to promote some marketing pieces for me. That's advertising, right? I want you to understand, advertising, again, is not the thing that you see on TV or the thing you see in your newsfeed. Advertising is simply the exchange of dollars for exposure with some sort of media outlet, right? So now that we got that down, we go through advertising, we put dollars behind this Facebook post so that it shows up in your newsfeed and it says Facebook sponsored post, right? Like you'll probably see this video, and those of you watching in the future, that's probably exactly how this is gonna show up on your newsfeed, right? Because that's what you gotta do these days. It's a whole other story, right? So we have this Facebook post, and it has what we call the compelling headline, right? Free sales training. It's pretty compelling if you're in sales. It speaks to a certain crowd. It lets you know that there's going to be some knowledge. People that are seeking knowledge are going to look at that. As I probably wrap this video up, I'll think of a heck of a lot better description and headline than what we start with in the limited space it gives us, and we'll promote it from there. But we're doing a compelling headline. Let's say you're in real estate. It's looking for homes in Dallas, Texas. We can help you get the best deals on the latest foreclosures before anybody else in the market knows about them. Right? Dallas is a hot market. That's a compelling headline. If somebody's looking for a house in the Dallas market, they'll say, oh, shoot, yes, I am looking for a house. That's compelling. I'm going to click and go to the next step. So that's the first sale. The first sale is not advertising. The first sale is that compelling headline they see on your marketing piece. Okay? So you think about that as a first impression. Facebook's our friend, and you think of this in like normal terms. Facebook is like a friend, and that friend said, hey, meet Ryan Stewman. right? That's exactly what's going on here for advertising. They're giving us a referral. They're putting us in front of people. And if we're good at sales, we know what our conversion rate is, then we get in front of as many people as possible. But that very first impression that, hey, meet Ryan Stewman, comes from this compelling headline and them making that second action, which takes us to the second part of the funnel, which each one of these represents basically a web page, just so you know, which is your landing page. Now, if you don't know what a landing page is, it's usually got a box in the middle of it, and it says something to the tune of, if you'd like a free report on how to get XYZ result, all you have to do is simply give us your name and email, and we'll be more than happy to give you that free report. Matter of fact, we'll send it right to your email address. Something of that nature, right? Something compelling. Hey, would you like XYZ result? Give us your information, and we'll show you how you can make that happen. And what this is basically also what we call a lead magnet, okay? The lead magnet says, hey, if you say, hey, if you're looking for homes in Dallas, get an exclusive list of homes that are available before they go on the market. If someone enters their name and email address to get an exclusive list of homes, chances are they're interested in buying a house at some point. So that's a lead to us, right? Well, here's the thing. Once they've opted in and they've got our list, once they've given us their name and email address in exchange for that list, we've got their permission. Right? You see how this starts to work? First of all, we got their permission to show them this headline through Facebook, to make that introduction, right? In this scenario, running Facebook ads, or it works for YouTube, Google, whatever ad outlet you want to use. The second thing is, we've got them to click here. The headline on the landing page was so compelling that they decided to give us their name, email address, and phone number, which means they've given us permission to contact them. That means the DNC's gone away, the Can Spam Act's gone away, and now all of a sudden we have permission because we added value in advance. You see, we didn't just say, hey, I know you were trying to do your own thing in the middle of the day and here we are interrupting you. Our ad came by and interrupted their news feed, but they had time or they wouldn't have been scrolling. And at the same time, the compelling headline either attracted or repelled them. Hey, that's not for me. Hey, yes, I want to know more about this. And we draw them in on the landing page here. Well, once we've got their name, email address, and phone number, they come over to what we call the thank you page, right? Let me get a drink here. We go over to the thank you page. And what the thank you page is it delivers whatever was promised on the landing page. Get a free report. The thank you page may simply say, thank you for opting in. Check your email. The report's been sent there, right? Suppose you have a system like Aweber or something set up, your CRM or whatever, you're going to get rid of these people. But the thank you page lets them know that they have been safely transferred. Their information is in good hands. And the result that they wanted is either right here on this page. It could be the free video here, right? Or it could be a book that comes out via email with a link, right? I have the greatest handwriting ever. But so it could be anything, but the thank you page is basically telling them, thank you, here's the next step. Well, oftentimes what we do and how we keep this real simple is we have an advertisement landing page, we collect their name, email address, and phone number, and the last step from that thank you page is contact. Now most people, like, they say, well, you've got a phone number, what are you gonna do, pick up the phone and call them? Holy shit, it's hot, right? You pick up the phone, I don't know what they got the heat on in here or something. It's one of those commercial buildings you can't control. So if you see beads of sweat, man, it's just part of it. And so, yeah, this is, here I go.
Close up.
Yeah, and so the thing is, now we're gonna contact them. But here's how that works. Oftentimes people think, well, I'm gonna go right for the phone. And I believe these days, and you guys can judge me all you want, but I've got a lot of success doing this, right? So I would encourage you to open your mind to what I'm about to say, but jumping right to somebody on the phone is like scooting up next to a chick at the bar going, hey, bitch, you want to go back to the hotel with me right now? Like, that's just not cool. It's not formal. It's not nice. And it's not respectful of the person that you're talking to, right? Surely if you saw a good-looking woman at the bar, you wouldn't call her a bitch, right? Surely you wouldn't invite her immediately back to your hotel. You would go through some sort of dating process to show her that you actually cared for her, you thought she was attractive, and you'd like to get to know her a little bit better, right? Assuming that you're not some deviant, right? Well, you know how that is. But anyway, back to the story here. So what you don't want to just jump into bed with somebody and go straight for the phone. And guess what? That's what your competition's doing, right? When the leads come in with them, that's exactly what the competition's doing. And the lead comes in and they say, you got to call in the first 5 minutes, and everybody from the competition bombards the person with the phone, especially for those of you that do real estate from Zillow or LendingTree or something like that, and you're competing. You get a bunch of people that are competing against you to try to be the first one there. And I know there's statistics about being the first one. I'd rather be the right one than the first one. So let me show you how we contact people. we come back over to the phone here. First thing is we send out an auto text. Okay? So on the iPhone, you can go under General, under Settings, General, and you can go under Keyboards and then Shortcuts, right? I think it's called Text Replacement now then with the latest upgrade. And you can type in an entire paragraph and make it to where you can hit R1 for reply 1, and it'll spit that entire paragraph out there. So while the lead comes in and all the other car salesmen, mortgage salespeople, real estate salespeople are trying to get them on the phone, you've snuck right in there with your text, right? If you don't have your own funnel, the best way to get them to contact you is right there through text. Just slide up in the DM, right? Just right there in the text, because here's the thing, 99% of text gets seen. It's hard to ignore text. And like 91%, I hate statistics because you never remember if they're right or true or whatever, but like 91% of text get actually read. And so I know for a fact that only 14% of my emails get read on a regular basis, and I know that Facebook will restrict my access or my exposure on social media down to about 7%. So understanding that and seeing the high priority of text messages being delivered, there's no text spam filter. Think about it, right? There's an email spam filter, so if you're sending emails out immediately, that's all fine and dandy, that's great. You got a 14% chance of them seeing it, but at the same time, there's no text filter, so why wouldn't I go and take the path of least resistance? Some Bruce Lee shit, you know what I'm saying? Path of least resistance, right? And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna do some sales at Keto, and I'm gonna hit them with the text message with an automatic text. Then after that, I'm gonna hit them with the email. Because email, again, it's not something to be ignored, but it's the second most effective way. You've got about a 14 to 20% chance of it passing the spam filter, especially if you're from a bank, a real estate office, something like that, of it passing the spam filter and going through there. A way around that works really well for those of you that have problems with your business going to the spam filter is go to LinkedIn, pay LinkedIn to get a premium account, get that person's LinkedIn account, look them up, get that LinkedIn account, and send them email from LinkedIn, because LinkedIn gets past every spam filter no matter what you turn off, how many times you unsubscribe, delete, move to a desert island, nothing but a hatchet on it, and there's an email from LinkedIn, right? It's like nuts. So if you're having a hard time getting your emails read, send it through LinkedIn. That thing, like, it sneaks past every spam filter ever. Life hack. If you dig that about LinkedIn, share this, right? Give me some likes, share it. What do you think? What are you doing, Pat? You digging it over here?
I'm loving it, man. We're trying to get some shares, man. This is great information.
How many people we got on there?
We got 120, actually 130. Leonardo Rodriguez says he loves that. Rather be the right one, not the first one.
Hey, you know what? And the right one's the one that gets the business. You know what I mean? So who else we got on there? Anybody else say anything?
We got Kalani. I think I pronounced that right. She says it matters. We got some people that want your shirt, obviously.
Hey, you can get this. You can go to bfadigital.com, and as soon as you make your first funnel, we'll send you a gray one. These black ones, they're for the live event people, but you have to go through BFA Digital first before you can come to the live one. So we love helping the sales community so much that if you buy our program and you invest in yourself and you finish your first funnel and you show us that you've actually created one of these funnels like I just showed you, we actually send you a t-shirt and tell you, welcome to the club, you're officially an internet sales marketer.
Check this out. Patrick Long says they can't block your text unless they add your number to a contact and block that contact. A little hashtag millennial knowledge from the millennials on here.
All right. Appreciate that, right? That's great. That's great. And see, again, that's something that most people don't know about, that they have to go out of their way to do. So you know how it is. Most people don't go out of their way to do anything other than nothing. So back to this. So we're going to hit them with email. We can go through LinkedIn, anything else. We're going to look them up on social, which was like really the next step of the LinkedIn thing, but you can find them on Facebook as well. Just know that Facebook has its own spam filter system, so if you're not connected to them and you don't have a lot of mutual friends, there's a really good chance that it could go to their other folder. So if they don't reply there, it may not be that they're ignoring you, it just may be the fact that they didn't ever see that. So we're hitting them 3 different ways on the phone, and then as we go through these conversations, right? So let's say that they reply through text. So we're just gonna take email and social out of it because we're gonna stick with the reply. Like, they got us on one path. There's no sense in confusing them about where we're trying to communicate at. So we're gonna keep them on text, right? So if they reply to us, I'm going to use my fingers to close the sale, right? I know some of you got excited there. I'm going to use my fingers to close the sale because I'm going to text them through the process. Because if I try to get them on the phone, which I may ask them if they prefer to get on the phone or not. If they don't prefer to get on the phone, there is no pressure there. Absolutely agree. I understand how you feel. A lot of people felt the same. Let's just continue. I found it easy to go through and use text messages anyway, right? Use the feel, felt, found thing that we talked about in the Sales Pro group earlier this morning. And by the way, if you're not a member of Sales Talk with Sales, sales pros on here. Get over there. It's a great group. We've got a lot of good people, a lot of professional sales trainers, a lot of famous people back there. Right, Pat? We have like a lot of people that don't post anywhere else on the internet are back there hanging out with us. It's pretty cool.
You need a group. You need a tribe. You need a group of people, like-minded individuals. That's the place.
That's it. That's it. If you're looking for other salespeople that will get you, right? If they get me, they'll for surely get you. If you're looking for salespeople that'll get you, that's the place to go. Sales Talk with Sales Pros. So back over here, we're going to keep them on the path of text. We're going to have these text messages with them over here, and we're going to walk them through the entire process. I just bought a Maserati from the dealership up the street. I never once talked to the guy on the phone. What happened was we exchanged texts back and forth, right? As soon as he called me, I sent him a text message back. I said, hey man, I'm not really time to talk. I have a busy day. I'm doing a bunch of radio interviews, but I'd like to come in and get this car. Here's my offer for it. Will you make that work? And within about 3 hours, I was driving the car. I had some stuff I had to do first. I was driving the car off the lot. Same thing last month. I personally, in my hardcore closer sales training business, sold that's not my team, not my company, just my personal sales were over $80,000, and I never made one single phone call to sell any of that. Now, I'm not against the phone. I love the phone. But I love the phone in more ways than one. We're on the phone right now. Pat's holding my phone, streaming this for me so that I can show you guys this. So I love the phone in the way that you can sell it, whether you realize this or not, because I'm proud of my stuff. This whole thing is a sales pitch, right? I'm showing you how to make sales. In the process, I'm also telling you how I make sales and then how you can do this stuff, obviously, by going to phonefunnels.co. Some people asked, and I gave them another recommendation on how to learn this stuff. This is modern day selling. And imagine, Pat said a couple of minutes ago, we had 130 people on here live. There'll probably be 10,000 that watch the replay on this. Think about how I've been able to get this sales pitch and how I'm going to be able to get this closed. I'm about to pull on you here in a second, right? How I'm going to be able to get that in front of thousands upon thousands of people without ever having to have the phone call. Because here's the thing, guys. You get on the phone and you make a bunch of dials. This is just subconscious, just common sense, subconscious program. The reason why we got to be savages, the reason why we just can't, people don't understand us, right? The reason why we have to be savages and people don't understand us is simple. We get on the phone and we have to have the Jedi mentality, right? Like this killer mentality that we got to get on the phone and we'll make hundreds of dials to people who don't want to talk to us, will give us excuses, will ignore us, will be unsuccessful, will leave voicemails, and psychologically, I don't care who you are, that takes a toll on you. Right? You look around, there's plenty of overweight salespeople. You look around, there's plenty of guys that have bad habits. There's plenty of guys that are trying to bury their sorrows and this, that, and the other. And you see that in our community, man, and it pulls on my heartstrings because they're doing something that goes against the resistance of the marketplace on a regular basis. Can you make money from it? Yes. Will money buy you happiness? Money will buy you things that make you happy. But if you're stuck all your time doing something that makes you unhappy, then money's not buying you happiness at all. Right? But money's bought me happiness. I'm happy month. So let's do this. Here's the thing. Instead of fighting the trends, right? We just had somebody say, hey, millennial life knowledge, right? They get it. Whoever that person was, I'm sure they would rather get sold and they would rather buy through text message than having to go through the traditional ways. These are the people that are coming up. Right? This is the generation of who's probably going to spend more money and who's probably going to buy more things than anything else. They're probably going to create robots that replace all of us. We're all going to be able to get fat, drink margaritas in paradise thanks to the next generation. In all reality, because they figured out ways to make us lazier and lazier, and I love it. A lot of people complain about it, but at the same time, if robots drive my car, wash my feet, take care of all my, like, dude, what are you really complaining about? That means there's no jobs for us. That doesn't mean that we go away. It just simply means everything takes care of us. That sounds like a utopia to me. Have you seen the Jetsons? Nobody's pissed in that show, except for Spacely Sprocket, right? Because Cogswell's competing against them because they're making robots. So we'll just let the Google, never mind. Anyway, so I started to go off on a tangent there. So here's the thing. Instead of fighting the trend, instead of going through and trying to figure all this stuff out on your own, it took me 6 years. And with the phone funnels, getting people onto the phone for you, following this process, and learning how to target people and get in front of people and make videos like this that people will actually engage with and watch, I recommend you go to www.phonefunnels.co. If you've never heard of a funnel, if you have no tech experience, if you're old and you don't understand how this stuff works, that's okay as well. I've got it narrowed down to a science. One thing that I'm good at is making things really simple. Complex things, I'm really good at making them simple. And here's the thing, you might be sitting there thinking, well, you know, I don't know if this phone funnels program is for me because I'm not really good at technology. But on the other hand, you know that you need to embrace technology and go ahead and take action and do what you need to do. So you're like torn, but if you'll just make that decision and move forward, we have zero, and I mean zero refunds. I've been on the internet this whole time selling products, helping thousands of people, and we have zero complaints. Our group loves us. We support you. We'll give you a t-shirt when you make your first funnel. Like, dude, we do everything that we can do to get behind you. And here's this. Wait. There's more. That's right. Couldn't let you hang. So you can get phone funnels, which will change the game for you and put you it's phonefunnels.co and put you way ahead of the game of everybody else. And if you'll buy this in the 24 hours after watching this video, you got 24 hours. For those of you watching it right now, don't waste time. Go there now. I'll throw in the ultimate inbound lead selling system, right? That's another $197 program, because here's the thing. Phone Funnels is going to teach you the selling process from that first impression all the way down to contact, and then I'll throw in my $200 sales training program, which will teach you how to close people through text, how to close people through email, the actual conversations to have, the scripts, the thought process behind it, and how to change all that stuff up. So you're looking right here at $1,200 worth of value. Go over to phonefunnels.co and take advantage of the bonus, right? And here's the thing, like, this is the future. The people that have already, we've sold about 70 or 80 of these in the last month. And the people that have already taken action on this are loving it. They are killing it. And the biggest thing that they complain about is they're asking me to quit making videos like this, showing people who could potentially be their competitors how this stuff works.
Hey, Ryan, don't they get put into a private group as well?
Yes, we have a private group on Facebook. Look, here's how our company works. We're not your regular online marketers. When you invest in yourself, we want you to win. So we have a customer service representative call you on the back end and make sure that you got your login, make sure that you know how to use the program, make sure that you understand how the whole thing works, answers all your questions, and then we plug you back into the sales representative 2 weeks out so that we make sure you're on track. We want to hold you accountable. It's almost like free coaching. It's like you buy a product, you get free coaching. Right? Because we're going to hold you accountable. Why have you not made your first funnel? We invite you that if you make your first funnel, we send you a t-shirt in the mail, right? We want you to win. We have a group back there with tech support with my man P Dizzle right here holding the camera that you can hear in the background. He's back there to help you out. Like my man Todd, he's back there to help you out. Pat, what are some of the things that you've helped people with in the phone funnel group in the last week?
Oh man, I've helped them set up stuff for solar energy. It's insurance, anything you can think of that.
Lots of insurance.
Yeah, lots of insurance. Any kind of sales that you can think of. I've just been mind blown by the different industries that people are in, the ways that this is working for them right now. So.
And we've sold everything from cars to $1 million houses to testosterone pills. To what else have we sold on there? You said solar energy.
Hey, don't forget about the dog shit.
Yeah, that's right. We got the dog shit. There's a company up in, I think, Virginia that's like goes to your backyard and picks up your poop or whatever. We've helped them. So it doesn't matter what you sell. This works. This is the future. And guess what? This is what people like. Think about yourself. Do you like getting on the phone? Like, do you like when people call you? Are you one of those people that just like, I'll call back later, or they need to text me? Right? Think about you, because here's what the thing is, like, we sell how we buy. And so what that means is if you don't like the phone and you don't like people calling you and you prefer text message, guess what? Your prospect most likely does too, because we sell how we buy. So I want to encourage you to, whether this is your first time to hear me, it was the first time you ever seen a video like this before, go over to phonefunnels.co. Take advantage of the offer, go in there, we'll put you in the group, we'll give you tech support, we'll give you the accountability coaching on the back end, we're going to give you the free inbound lead selling system. That way you've got the scripts on the back end, you've got the audios, you've got me inside your head telling you the best way to close these stuff, coaching you through experience. Last month alone, $223,000 worth of revenue came into our company just from the phone. Right? Just from the phone, using this exact tactic. You're watching it. It's almost like a magician giving up his tricks, but you're watching it right in front of your eyes. So anybody got any questions, Pat? Is there some questions?
Yeah, we have a question real quick. It's actually this one I saw. He's getting a drink there. Where did he go? He said a gentleman was saying that his company works for an investment agency and said that they don't allow him to text. Is there any way around that?
I guess they're counting your dials or whatever.
Yeah, so what if you're an investment advisor and compliance won't allow you to text clients?
Awesome. Well, then the best thing to do, and I understand the compliance thing a lot happens, right? I work with a lot of loan officers, and banks obviously have a high level of compliance. Same with insurance. So I understand your concern there because they don't want to get their image burned or whatever. Couple things you can do. First of all, you can look for a referral partner and have them put this in their name. Oftentimes, the loan officers that work with us, they'll find a real estate agent, and what they'll do is they'll get the funnel set up in the real estate agent's name so that they're not dealing with banking regulation, because realtor regulation is a lot easier to get past. So you might learn this program and offer it for your referral partners. More importantly, you learn this program and go show your referral partners how to use it and duplicate it, and then you get the leads from them. So you've got that. Also, this program, especially the inbound lead selling system, in case your company won't let you put up web pages either, which is probably a fair guess on my end, so we'll use a referral partner. But more importantly, this phone funnels and this UIL system is going to teach you how to sell on the phone, because you probably use LinkedIn. And you know what, even if and I say the phone because these apps and things are on your phone, but the social aspect of it and the advertising aspect of it still works on the desktop as well. They'll just probably be looking at it on their phone. What you got?
Here's a great one from Justin Anderson. He says, all of your examples are business to client sales. Do you feel this will work or will not work in business to business sales?
We do a lot of business to business sales, actually, and if you think about it, I'm not a B2C guy. I deal direct to entrepreneurs and small business owners, real estate agent, mortgage officers, mortgage banks, insurance companies. So I'm actually using this B2B, right? You're a business. You're not a consumer. I'm not selling consumer electronics or some trinket that's cool to the basically the masses. I'm not selling to just customers. My customers are businesses. So I want you to think about that first and foremost. And a lot of my customers, a lot of my clients, and a lot of the people that buy this stuff are business owners, right? Or do sell business to business. So if you're a loan officer and you're trying to get referrals, for example, then you're a business to business person too, because you're trying to get referrals from the insurance guy and from the real estate agent. So even if you sell some kind of complicated telecom system or something like that, this actually works for anything, right? I have yet to have somebody hit me up and say, it just doesn't work in my business, that it really hasn't worked in their business. We've had some people sell some off-the-wall stuff business to business, some rather boring stuff, but if you make it sexy and you make it something that's enticing and you have a compelling headline and you walk them through this 3-step tier funnel system, like, they'll get to you, and it does work no matter who they are, right? So the difference is, instead of saying, hey, general public, do you want XYZ result? You say, hey, do you own a business in XYZ and looking with XYZ result or struggling with XYZ issue? It's just a matter of positioning your headline, which is something, again, we talk about in the program.
A great example of the phone funnels actually working right now is we got Leonardo Rodriguez asked, I need help selling a tough product to market. Can I call someone to talk to see if you can help me?
Absolutely, absolutely. See, there's a good one right there. So, Roxanne, why don't you message the Hardcore Closer page? I don't want to read your phone number out online here, and you don't need to post it on the comments there. You probably get bombarded with calls, but if you'll message me your number, we'll absolutely have somebody give you a call here in the next few minutes when we get done shooting this video. I'll have one of my sales staff give you a call and be able to walk you through the process and answer any of your questions. So.
And Raphael asks, phone funnels and internet funnels, should you direct them all to the same funnel, i.e. should you funnel them all to a central funnel, or is it better to set up individual funnels?
No, it's all the same, right? I mean, the grand purpose of having funnels is to get people to the end result. So you could have one funnel that's for this neighborhood. Let's say you're a real estate agent. You can have one funnel for this neighborhood over in the east side of town, one funnel for the neighborhood over in the west side of town, but the end result's all the same. You want to sell houses. Right? So it's just up to you. Now, I've learned in my personal experience, and we teach in the program, niching things out is what works really well. In other words, say, like, again, one neighborhood here, one neighborhood there, as opposed to using the whole city. So creating multiple funnels work. And the cool thing is, what happens is, you got to go down this like rabbit hole. Once you create your first one and you start getting leads from it, man, it's like, I'm addicted. Like, you're in, like, you're down the black hole, and then you want to create more and more. I talked to David Betvedal this morning on we have a tribe that's a $30,000 a year investment for people to be a part of, and it's a huge mastermind with top level producers. And I talked to David Betvedal, one of our clients there this morning on our Monday motivational call, and David Betvedal, I think, closed $8 million in mortgages last month. And that was his whole thing. I asked him how many funnels do you have, and he said that he had 16 funnels working for him. And he said, hey, because of these funnels working, I have $8 million in production that I closed last month, for the month before that. And he works for a big bank. He doesn't receive leads from them. He's self-gen. And even more importantly, he's only been there for 6 months, and he came to Texas from California just 2 years ago. That's how powerful this program is. What else you got for me?
What do you think? Thomas Bilu says, I think I said that right. Your thoughts on network marketing selling savings memberships?
You know, I'm not a big fan of network marketing, and I'm not saying it don't work, and I'm not hating on it, but my personal experience, I would rather create something on my own and keep 100% of the efforts or 50% of the efforts or something like that. I don't understand the whole genealogy and the concept behind it. I know a lot of people that are making a lot of money from network marketing, and I used to be highly annoyed by it, but I think I've let enough people in the industry know that I'm not their guy. But I believe that you could probably find that, say, here's my thing, I'm just gonna be real with you. I believe you could probably find that exact same program at a fraction of the price and be able to make more money without having to split it and build a team and all this other elaborate stuff if you just searched around a little bit. Any product that network marketing companies have, any of that stuff you can find somewhere. Any software they sell, you can find somewhere generally cheaper, and you sell it yourself, cut the middleman out. Because here's the thing, you want to be in charge of your own income. If you're thinking about rolling out solo and starting a side business and all that good stuff, you want to be in charge of your own income. I work with a multi-level marketing company, built my income up to about 10 grand a month, and they changed the comp plan, and overnight my income went down to about 4 grand a month. Now that's a huge hit. That's 60% of my income gone overnight because they tweaked the comp plan because it wasn't in their favor. I had no control over that income. Right? No control whatsoever. I had built this organization of 1,200 people, and I had all these folks working there, and because things didn't work out in their algebraic mathematic equation in the beginning, they just decided to tweak their deal. And I told myself I'm not going to put my income in the hands of anybody else. Before, I'd had that problem in corporate America when the banks all crashed and stuff like that. They couldn't afford to do my loans that I had set up, and I had the same problem in network marketing. So I decided that if I'm going to start my own business and I'm going to have a side hustle, or I'm going to have a full-time hustle in marketing, I'm going to do it myself and keep 100% of my efforts and dole out what I want to do. I want to be the one in control, and I recommend you do the same.
Hey, quick question here, man. So with this phone funnel stuff, is there an easier way? I know there's an easier way out there since you're going to be doing a lot of social media, since you're going to be doing stuff on the phone, right? You have some kind of app or something that we can log into and use and maybe keep track of like all our social media platforms, that way we can tell people one place.
Yes, absolutely. I do. I own a company called Clixo. Thank you. I own a company called Clixo, CLYXO.com. There you go. And so just so you can see it, and Clixo is a place where you can go, you can bookmark all your social media. Right now you can go to clixo.com/closer. You probably see it on every post on this page, and you can see exactly what it looks like. Sign up. It's absolutely free. There's no upsells. It's my gift to the sales community. Honestly, we've got about 3,000 people there, and it's just my free gift to the sales community. It costs me money every month for Jordan to develop the thing. He's done a wonderful job. We've got all the bugs worked out of it, and I just want to, it's my free gift back to you guys. I just love the sales community so much, and we have so many different social networks that we want to keep together. Now, one last thing I want to show you guys is, here's an example of a shortcut phone funnel, right? This is even taking you down, deeper down the realm. So you can text the word closer to 44222, right? And you can see that once that happens, you get a message and it'll tell you, hey, if you'll reply with your email, then we'll send you the book right to, or we'll give you the app right here on your phone, and you can download my app on your phone. Now, here's the thing about that. That is a phone funnel. Once you text that number, just know that I'm getting your contact information, and when you reply with your email, I'm getting your your email as well. So I have your name, or not your name, I have your phone number and your email. On top of that, when you download my app, just know that when you show back up in Facebook, we run ads to you. We track you through there. It's this whole interweb of like way deep stuff of basically targeting people to where they can't get away from. Because here's the thing, right? And by the way, that takes 15 minutes to set up. That whole process that I just explained take you less than 15 minutes to set up, and you'll be able to have this whole thing set up 15 minutes or less, right? That's the cool thing about this, is I'm not trying to take you on 2 days worth of freaking study in 24 hours a day where you're like on Adderall and coffee and freaking out and all that, right? I'm trying to make this quick, fast, so you can get some leads and get on the way, right? But here's the thing about this phone funnel and the app thing, right? Like, we build the app for you, and app's the future. And I've given, some really sneaky ways to get this app on people's phone, and that's what you want to do. We're on these phones 4.5 hours a day on average, right? So we want to make sure that we get in front of people. We want to create an app that people use, and so I teach you how to add this app to there. But again, just doing that, text the word closer to 44222, that whole funnel that you'll go through right there took me less than 15 minutes to set up, and that'll be one of the first things that you learn in the program as well. Like, phone funnels are the future. And here's the cool thing, is like, people don't realize, like, when they go to this landing page right here, and they know that they give their email, their name and address and mobile phone number, they know that at some point somebody's going to contact them, or their list is going to be sold, or their information is going to be bought by somebody else, right? But when someone texts closer to 44222, they don't see it the same way, right? That hasn't psychologically settled in yet. This is what puts us so far ahead of the curve. And you know what? I was at this idea came to y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but this idea, and I started to formulate this 2 years ago. I was at a Drake and Lil Wayne concert. High five, right? And I was in Scottsdale, Arizona with beautiful blonde Amy, and we were at a concert. And the first thing that Lil Wayne did when he came out is he said, "Hey everybody, it's a rap battle, yo," right? And he went into this thing about it was Drake versus Lil Wayne. And the first thing they did was they said, text Drake to whatever number they have, we'll say 44222, or text Lil Wayne to 44222. And depending on which one they text, it gave them a different app. And then when they went in the app, they rated each rap battle that they did, and it kept score on the screen. And I thought, man, they just took 10,000 people's information right there within a matter of seconds, right? And that's one of the things why Drake he has as much money as he does, and Lil Wayne has as much money and has as many hits, because they're marketing machines. Everybody that's in that app. Think about this. Last year, Kim Kardashian made $80 million, $80 million from her app. Apps are the future, right? Especially if you, hey, Kardashian, never trust a big button to smile, right? But $80 million, she tweeted it out. Like somebody was making fun of Kanye West, and she's like, well, we're just gonna go cash our $80 million check that we just got today from this app. So there's that. And you gotta love it when it rolls like that, right? I think they call that FU money, right? Isn't that how that works? So I'm gonna run an ad to this, so I'm not gonna cuss. That's the thing, right? I'm trying to avoid it. Have you guys
well,
been doing
darn.
it? I've been doing a really good job, right?
Good job, man. Share it if you did a good job of
Yeah,
not
share it
cussing
if I
this
haven't
time.
cussed
Yeah,
this time,
you can
right?
share it. There's no cussing.
And so, yeah, exactly. You can share it because there's no cussing. And so I want you to think about these apps. And guess what? When you buy the app through our program, the Phone Funnels program, you go back there and you purchase the app, which is like $395 through ours, which is normally a $600 deal. You get it $395 through us. But here's the greatest part, is they build it for you. They build your own app for you, customized to exactly what you learn and what you want to do. Somebody in Seattle, Washington, in a tech office will build that thing to your spec, exactly how you want it. You can take a look at mine, you can model mine, you can take a look at some real estate examples, some mortgage examples. They've got it niched out with mortgage calculators and stuff for those of you that are in that. So go over to phonefunnels.co, grab the program, get your own app, get on the future. Listen, if the celebrities that we can just say are idiots, right? If we know that these celebrities are idiots and they're getting $80 million from apps, right? Can't you get a little piece of the pie? Come on, I challenge you, right? Challenge you. Just get a little piece of the pie. But it all starts with learning the future, going over to phonefunnels.co. So that's the thing. And if you're buying 24 hours of watching this, we'll give you the ultimate inbound lead selling system, which is like a login, another whole different training all in itself. I'll turn you into a phone lead generating, lead closing, money gaining, commission check cashing machine. How about that, baby? What you got, Pat? Anybody else?
Yeah, Leonardo Rodriguez says he prefers the cussing. It's pure and organic. Don't lose it.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing. I agree. That's just me, right? And look at me rapping over here. I thought I'd say Drake, Lil Wayne. Next thing you know, got rhyming words and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so the thing is, though, Facebook won't allow me to promote posts, and they won't allow me to promote my blog posts or anything. So I've actually been censored by the media. Hey, but you know what? Content's content no matter what. I don't have the fortunate reach that a lot of people do to where they can get all their stuff shared. That's why I need you guys to help me with this a little bit more. But at the same time, that's what this is all about, getting this out in front of people so that they can experience this. Whether you buy the program or not, which you totally should, right? This program is exactly for you. I don't care what you sell. I'm telling you, like, don't concern yourself with will it work for me? It will, okay? And so here's the thing. Make an investment in this, but more importantly, think about how sales are changing. Think about the things that you don't like to do, the things that you don't like done to you when it comes to the sales process, because how we buy is how we sell. And check it out, if you are dealing with people that are really similar to you, right? If you've put on the staunch, you put on the persona at work, so they have to be similar to you or they wouldn't buy, because people buy from people they know, like, and trust, okay? And so the thing is, if you don't like things done, then why would you do it? Why would you do it to somebody else? If you don't like cold calls, if you don't like people knocking on your door, why would you do that? If you're a door knocker, though, think about how much better this presentation is. Hey, look, I just want to stop by today and tell you about this new Hardcore Closer app that we've got that has home services, pest control, TV, DVD, alarm systems, everything else right there at the palm of your hand. All you got to do is text the word residential services to 44222 and you'll get the application for free. And then you just knock on the door and give them something, and then the next day go behind the scenes and you've got all their phone numbers. No more door knocking for you. You send your door knockers out, they've got an 80% capture rate because they actually have something of value, a home services app that they can get absolutely free. You got all their contact information. Next day that it's rainy, you can follow up. Because here's the thing, you can't follow up when you're knocking doors, right? You got to go back to the same house, But if you get their contact information, sneakily or not, through an app, you can definitely come back. So, hey, share this if you dig it. Come on, if you learned something, if you understand the process of a funnel, if you think ClickSo's cool, if you're buying phone funnels, if you want the bonus, if you think the funnel thing is cool, if you see the other future potential, if you see the potential and the future of phones right here in front of your eyes, share this, get your sales team in front of it, invest in yourself. This will be one of the best business investments you've ever made. I have helped a lot of people make a lot of money, and I would love to help you make a lot of money too, and I'm confident that it can happen no matter what you sell. So thanks again for watching. I'm gonna let Pat relax his arms because he looks all tense behind the camera here and everything else. So hey, buy my shit.